In the last several classes, we've been looking at managing, how we organize jobs. In this segment, we're going to look at motivating employees. That's an important aspect of management. We want to be able to get the most out of our people, not in a bad way, but to help them to be the best that they can be and do the best that they can do. Now, motivation comes from basically two different places. It might be internal. We call that intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation is when people have a drive to do something well. You can see that in elite athletes or in non-elite athletes. People are just trying to do well. They want to do their best. You can see that in people in school. You can see it in people at work. There's also extrinsic motivators. This comes from outside. Somebody offers you a reward, time off, or money, those sorts of things. Well, you might want to, in this section, think about what motivates you at work or at school. What rewards do you receive? Why are you doing this? Are you receiving rewards? Is it internally? Are you intrinsically motivated? So we're going to look at a couple theories that help explain motivation. A theory that's been around a long time, and you may have had this in psychology, is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Maslow looked at what people wanted and needed, and he said, they get satisfied. We have needs that need to be satisfied in a particular order. At the lowest level, the first need that needs to be satisfied is our physiological need, the need for food or shelter. If you've ever had a chance, watch the show Alone on the History Channel. It is a great show. I won't go into it in here, but you'll find people that are put alone, the first thing they need to do is get food and shelter. They don't worry about anything else. It's basic survival. Once you've done that, you worry about your safety needs. Am I safe? Do I have to worry about other people doing something or predators or things like that? Here it talks about financial stability, and that's an aspect too. Am I healthy? I then move up the ladder to social needs. I don't really worry about the social needs if I'm not safe or if I'm not eating. And when I'm not eating, I don't mean Snicker bar hungry. I mean you haven't eaten in 2 days. Right? You've got to satisfy these needs in this order. That's what the hierarchy means. Well, after I satisfy my safety needs, I want to satisfy my social needs. I want interrelationships with people. When I have that, I'll move on to my self-esteem needs. Do I feel good about myself? Do I have status and respect? I'm not going to feel good about myself or worry about self-esteem if I don't have any friends, right? Or if I'm not safe, or if I don't have enough food to eat, or if I'm not any shelter. But when I'm done with that, and I've met all of these needs, I then come to the highest level need, which is self-actualization. Self-actualization that's a good word to use at parties. Self-actualization. Basically, it means being the best that you can be. The old Army slogan, be all you can be. Be the best you can be. Now, it has two dimensions to it. One is being the best you can be personally, and also it means being the best member you can be as a member of society. But I'm not worried about that if I don't feel good about myself, if I don't have friends, if I'm not safe, or if I don't have food and shelter. So it goes in this order. But once a need is satisfied, as it says here, it no longer motivates us. Here are the things in this column. You'll see that work provides to meet our needs. First of all, we have to have a salary. That helps us to get food and shelter. Safety could be health insurance, could be safety at work. We have guards and we have ID badges and things like that. Social activities. We can have break rooms. Some places, Costco, BJ's, they have break rooms for their employees. It could be company picnics, company events. But I don't care about a company picnic if I'm not safe at work or if I'm not getting paid enough to have a place to live and to eat. The needs need to be met in this order. I can go up. Esteem. Do I feel good about myself? I can get recognition. These are awards, maybe Employee of the Month kind of thing. Titles are a good way to motivate people. They're cheap for business. Just give people cool titles. And at the highest level, we have self-actualization. Challenging work. We can provide tuition reimbursement, training, those sorts of things, professional development, all to meet your self-actualization. But it doesn't help to have training if I don't have the things below it, right? If I don't have salary and job security and social needs. So that's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's been around quite a while, and it helps to meet and explain a lot of the motivation and the types of things that businesses provide. Okay, so you may want to look at these different scenarios. Right? If you have office parties but no health insurance, you're not going to be satisfied, right? Because this is a lower level need that gets to get met. Same thing, I can have health insurance, but if I'm not paid enough, then I'm not motivated and not happy. So you get the picture. Another one that's been around quite a while is Hertzberg's two-factor theory. Hertzberg kind of looked at Maslow's things and turned it on its side. A lot of things can go back to Maslow if you just look at it a little bit differently. Hertzberg's two-factor theory says, well, there are hygiene factors and there's motivation factors. Hygiene factors are the things you have to have, but if you don't have them, you're not satisfied. But if you have them, that doesn't mean you're necessarily motivated. These kinds of things are pay, job security, company policies, things like that, co-workers. Notice this is a lot of Maslow's lower level needs. Motivation factors are things that you really want to have and really do motivate people. Recognition, achievement, opportunities for growth. Chance for the employee to expand. These are Maslow's higher level things, higher level needs. So Hertzberg says there's two things, hygiene factors, motivation factors. Hygiene factors, if you don't have them, you're unhappy, but you're not motivated. Motivational factors are the things that really do contribute to a person's motivation to perform. We'll explore some more theories in the next segment.